We're going to continue with the spring theme. As it's snowing outside. Woohoo! I did giggle. You know, Alan was like, I think we're going to get 5 inches this weekend. I'm like, oh my goodness. So, how much have you noticed, or the energy even, that is required to do this oscillation, this back and forth? Spring comes for a few days, winter comes. Spring comes, winter comes. And if we really think about it, the body is being prepped. It's creating flex. Like I can warm up, and then I can let it go. I can warm up. And that is how we get stronger. Tension, relaxation. Tension, relaxation. So the wisdom is in that spring invitation of going back and forth. So as we might find it annoying, it also is super building for us to have the capacity to do the things that we will do in the summer. And I don't know about you guys, but it just happened. And now sitting and recognizing it and giving it a voice makes it less irritating to me, because I recognize that it is an offering for my systems, for our immune systems, all of our systems, digestive systems, to gear up. Because we eat much more bland in the winter, you know, cooked food, a lot less, heading into a time where we need more flexibility in even our digestive system, more heat in our digestive system. So, as always, the universe, God being brilliant, right? And we just get to follow. So it's kind of cool. Find a seat today that feels comfortable in your body. The invitation is one of spring's offerings, is the opening, right? The becoming. And most of us humans nowadays have lived so forward focused. Our eyes are on, you know, the front of our face, that we get collapsed in this position. So if we go into an active time rounded, collapsed, then we won't have the strength and capacity to do what could be offered. Not only just physiologically, but in our head as well, in our hearts as well. So here is the moment that we are going to take this morning. Find your feet. Notice the parts of you that are connected, okay? Sometimes we think it could be our sits bones, it could be the back of our thighs, on our chair, our feet on the ground. Many of you guys are clasping your hands, so you have got 2 hands that are connected. Wherever it is that you're feeling a sense of connection. Now here is the invitation. That connection could literally be 2 ears connected through the middle, all right? The top of your head connected to the soles of your feet. So you can expand that connection as much as you want. Then as we find our seat this morning, without shifting and changing the way we're breathing, bring our attention to our breath. Where do you feel it? How is it moving? Eyes can stay open or closed. If they're open, settle them on the ground in front of you, on a picture out in front. We've got flags in the background. And here is a quote or a thought from an anonymous human that says, to grow oneself. So here we are in spring with the invitation of growth. To grow yourself, start from knowing oneself. So as you sit in that thought, what would that mean for me? And you begin to invite your breath in and out of your body. Inviting a body scan as you are breathing from the top of your head, scanning, feeling, sensing, down into your chest and belly, arms, down your legs, down into the soles of your feet. As you've taken this scan from just a cellular capacity, move it deeper. Your thoughts, your feelings. Where are you today? What brought you here? The events of your week. Maybe a specific emotion that you have right now. And then, with the intelligence of the cells of our body, where might you feel those things inside of you? You could notice tension and ask maybe what it is. Where is its origin? You might feel a lightness. As we begin to know ourselves, there is an invitation to grow. So taking 3 or 4 more breaths. Feeling into yourself. And then as you breathe in, expand yourself with a little more intention. And as you exhale, feel that collection back in towards the center. Big inhalation. Can you spread the shoulders? Can you spread your hips? Can you feel the expansion? Then as you exhale, feeling the collection back into one's self. So this practice allows us to feel the beyond while staying connected to who it is that we are. Our values, our thoughts, our emotions, our feelings deep within us. So as you bring in this next breath full, can you expand the top of your head closer to the sky? The soles of your feet deeper into the ground. And as you exhale, feel all of that reconnected, that coming towards self and center. So as we inhale, moving out from center but not disconnected. Exhaling, feeling that deeper remembering. Now see if with your inhale you're able to find the tips of your fingers and the edges of your toes. As you exhale, feeling the back side of you coming towards you, center. As you inhale, the edges of your ears, and maybe now even beyond the container of the body. Welcoming the opportunities and the possibilities. Bringing them now with your exhale in towards your center. So this feeling of breathing from out here even. So inhale, moving out beyond. Exhale, bringing in towards. Inhale, big, feeling the expansion of the cells. Out. Exhale, bringing in towards. Last invitation as you come out, grabbing into this openness, this possibility. As you come in this time, can you feel a lengthening of your spine? Long through the neck. Exhale, bringing in that length. Last time all together. Inhaling, expanding out, grabbing all around. From the ground, from the sky, coming in and collecting towards your center. Letting the breath just move back to its normal rhythm. Maybe opening your eyes. Without moving your head, taking in all aspects of the room, the top and the bottom, the sides, diagonal, and circling around. Then drawing your eyes to center, closing them for just a moment, taking the balls of your hands and gently placing them over the eyes. Full breath in and full breath out. Bringing your hands now down to your thighs, slitting the eyes open and taking in the light. And noticing the landscape within and the landscape without. Being present where you are. And what do you feel? On your next inhale, find the ground. Press your feet actively into the ground. Let your arms raise high, 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 high up. Fingertips reach towards the sky. Go one side and then the other. Feeling the back really get longer. Notice if you've lost that deep connection to the ground. Ground and reach. Ground and reach. Begin to wiggle a little bit more side to side. Coming into stretching through the lateral. So now you can drop one arm, reach, use your chair if you want. Bring that arm down, drop the other, reach up. And side to side, moving. When you get to one side and you stretch your fingers away from your hip, take a full body breath. And lower down. Full body breath. Can you expand through your ribs, back, chest? One more on each side. Full body breath. Opening up through the intercostals, the muscles that hold the ribs all together. And lower down. Shake your arms out. Interlacing your fingers in front of you. Take your hands, slide it behind your back. Bring your elbows together. squeeze, inhale, exhale, opening, 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 opening. Notice if your rib cage wants to flail. See if you can keep them in line or even feel the back of the chair. Then bring elbows together. And open, 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 taking your elbows away from each other. Okay, we're gonna switch the breath. Exhale. And on the inhale, expand the shoulders away from each other. Expand the rib cage, the belly, the back. Elbows moving away. Then when you exhale, collect back to center. Tuck your chin. Roll down towards your knees. Inhale, come up. Feel the expansion. Feet into the ground. Head to the sky. Shoulder blades on your back. Exhaling, rolling, collecting back towards center. Some of you might drop your elbows even down below your knees and move at your own pace and rhythm as you inhale and open, expand. Really focusing on that openness where the shoulder blades come and tuck into your back. Keeping the connection of your feet into the ground. And from that rootedness of your feet connected to the ground or your block, then you can rise, expand, open. Take one more time. Open, 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 open. Can you lift your chest up towards the sky, maybe even tilting your chin a little bit upwards? Pause here, take a full body breath. Can you get the breath in the back of your body? Hard. Exhale, big, stay open. Spine is long, neck is long, shoulders away from ears. And as you exhale the next time, shake out the hands. Come forward and hug. Reaching around to grab those shoulder blades best you can. Bringing the elbows up. Opening the arms big and wide, fingertips reaching away from the shoulders. Bring down. Cross other arm on top. Reach back, grabbing a hold of your shoulder blades best you can towards your back. Then as you inhale, opening, elbows up. Reach, don't forget the reach up. Reach away, so you're moving fingertips away from your center. And down. We're gonna do that one more time as we come forward now. Other arm, so we're switching arms. We're working on brain too. It doesn't matter, we'll do both of them. All right, then from here, lifting the elbows, finding length in your spine, finding length away as if you were budding star. And then other arm. Inhaling, expanding, feet connected, feet connected. Activation. Then letting your arms either rest on your lap or down by your side. Find the connection from your sits bones. Spine long, one vertebra lifting up off the other. And take 3 breaths, looking for the space in the lungs, around the ribs, around your heart. Then let your eyes open if they're closed. Take the arms out, fanned fingers, palms towards the front of the room. Notice your shoulders here. See if you can soften and melt your shoulders as your shoulder blades move onto your back. Then you can begin to bring the shoulder blades towards each other by opening up even just a little bit more. Long spine, so find your sits bones, top of your head towards the sky, and pulse. Feel the pulse. Okay, now we're going to move up, so keep this direction. And then back down, and this time go lower. You can create a little bend in your elbow. Still feel that radiance out from the core. Okay, now like you were making a snow angel, imagine the back. You can cross at the top, bring it down as far as you can, bring it up. Keeping shoulder blades held onto your back. Two more times. And pause. Shake it out. All right, now we're going to bring the arms in front, but it'll be an active movement. So you are tapping, opening, tapping, opening. You've done enough stretching. Notice if you're doing a lot with your shoulders. See if you can let, the shoulders are going to move because you're moving through your shoulders. And cross, and then find the swing. One of Mama's favorite. Tomorrow she's like, I'm sore. All right, now can you turn your head freely side to side? Keeping the neck long and free. And bring it down. All right. From here, we're going to stand. But the invitation for us, something that we've been working on kind of through this whole process, is the intentional stand. So as you come to stand, feel in your body, length through the body, big breath in, stand on that exhale up. Feel the connection of your inner thighs. So take a breath in, expand, stand on your exhale. Okay, 5 or 6 more times on your own. Invitation to hover. So instead of sitting all the way down, you come down, touch the back of your thighs, expand as you exhale, rise. Inhale. Exhale. Feel if you need to take your block and place it between your legs to grab that inner core strength. Feel that. And you can pause for a full breath. And rise. You can use your hands, however that feels in your body. Exhale. Rise and come down. Shake it out when you're ready. Legs.
Never been able to do that one.
You go, girl. All right, so take your chair, or a chair, there's lots of chairs today, and find yourself behind the chair. I'm gonna move my things out of the way. Okay, we're actually going to be working towards a jumping jack. All right? She's stoked. So, there you go. Okay, so let's start with that deeper connection into our feet. Some of you are going to be like, never. But one little step at a time. Let's see where we land. Ha ha. Okay, start rolling onto your toes. Press into the chair so you can feel the activation of your core. Neck is long, free, and clear. So our shoulders are, okay, and lower down. Come onto your big toe, pinky toe. So both. Can you feel that activate the inner part of our legs towards each other? And roll down, okay? One more time with this deep connection. Find a long spine, big full body breath. And roll down, okay? Now that we have the core connect, that's muscle memory, we ignited it. We're going to roll onto our toes, minus or lightly chair, okay? If you find that accessible, you can begin to lift the hands, okay? So that's the invitation. Slow, big toe connected. The slower you go, the more you're going to access. Notice if it's easier for you to lift on the exhale. As you collect towards your center.
My feet want to turn out too.
Plug your big toes in. Now you can always grab your block, stick it between your legs, and that's going to give you that core referral that's going to collect. So I find when I rise up on the exhale, I have more access to balance. So inhale, feel yourself expand, connect deeper to the ground. Exhale, rise, pulling your legs close together. If you're still wobbling, you're like, grab your block. And really the thicker blocks are best for this. So if you don't have a thicker block, we can grab you one.
I'm not trying to work.
Shake it out, shake it out. Up. And have fun. Down.
It's amazing.
Yes. So
It really
fun.
does work.
Yes. So pull towards your center. Pull towards your center. Smile. One more time. And down. Shake it out, like all of your body. Leg. We'll practice again. Arms. If there is tension, roll your shoulders, exactly. Do a little bit of, okay. Now we're gonna go into a little bounce. Keep your feet on the ground. When you're bouncing, can you get the vibration up to your chest and to your cheeks and to your nose? Can you get that loose? Yeah, it's super hard, right? We want to fight it. It's really weird. Kids do do it all the time. Imagine now that you're on a trampoline, and then slowly come back to still. Feel in your body. Yeah, exactly.
You do it that way.
Yeah, that way. I can feel my body vibrating even after I have stopped. So, think about ignition, circulation, right? Now, a lot of us, when we find ourselves doing this kind of motion, there are tight muscles in our systems that actually fight against it and clinch to hold things, right? So if you're feeling that in your body when you're done, then my suggestion is take a full body breath, expand out, and whatever part of that body might be clamping, or take a deep breath and let it melt. Sometimes in that inhale, you might even go tenser in that area. Bring it in tighter, tighter, tighter. And then exhale and melt it out. I just felt that, didn't even know it was there, but in my whole lower back. So when I went, I felt my back go drop. Okay? So you might feel it in parts of your body. Now from that noodly place, do the bounce. Okay? If you want to try lifting your heels, it's a little different. Eyes focused on something. Let your arms be free. And then pause. Okay, get ready, because I'm going to have you guys use your voice in just a second. So, the reason is because you will be able to feel the vibration when you make that noise, okay? So, we're going to all collectively, all together, take a breath. Can you make it really low? All right, pause. Take one hand on top of your heart, the other on top of it. Interestingly enough, note the space. That moving, bouncing. We opened up our chest so much in the early part of class. Now you can feel this ignition around our heart. Take 2 more breaths, just acknowledging how you feel in this moment. And drop those arms. Okay. Now we are going to begin to lift our feet off the ground, okay? For some of you, it's not going to be anything. For others, it's going to be this mental game, right? So, as we go, we're going to imagine in our head that we're on this all big, huge trampoline, right? And when you bend, you know, when you jump down, the trampoline goes down, and then use your chair and press, and jump, and jump, and jump, and notice, if you jump and land, right, you're going to feel that in your body. What if, when you jump, did y'all just see? All of my joints bend, they give, yes, exactly. So you give it, can you feel the difference? And so you can give a lot. Did y'all see I went like, woo? Or a little. Use your hands.
And anyone seen the Irish dancers on TV?
The river dancers.
And jumping.
That's where we're going, Mom. reaction force of the ground, okay, here. All of my muscles loaded. Can you see it? And how I can use that reaction force, the grounding down, the rooting, to be able to give me a hop. Can you feel it? So you're using play with the joints. Use your chair. Okay, now what I notice, and I'm not sure why we do this as adults, but we fall forward when we begin. So let's back up, core connect, feel that, top of your head up towards the sky, okay? So when we go to bounce, remember how last week we slid down the wall? Okay, stay in the back of your body. If you need to take your hands even, and see if that gives you that referral to stay behind you. Can you feel the difference? Okay. Way more stability and strength here. All right. Pause. Shake it out. I'm so excited. Like, I feel that excitement inside of me. Okay. Have your chair either in front of you. I'm not going to put mine in front of me, but you guys can have yours. Well, I'll put it to the side. Now, the invitation. Take your legs out wide. Okay? Shift so your hips can be like, oh yeah, I know this. And then go forwards, back. We don't want anyone's hips to get angry when we start moving in and out here. So move through your hips. If you have a sticky spot, hang there just for a second. And pause back at center. Okay, with your chair, hands on it, bend, and when we jump, invitation to bring our feet. So watch. Here we go. Okay. Then down. So play with that. Keep lifting. Don't find yourself leaning forward. Stay in the back of your body. Maybe 2 or 3 more times. Okay? Then pause. Take 3, 4 deep collective breaths. Feel your feet connected on the ground. And notice how you feel. It is in the knowing of ourself that we can open. So this next part is, what can I do? How can I move my body in the container that I am in this way? Big breath out. Maybe even open your mouth on your next big exhale. Okay, so you can have one arm on the chair. If you feel comfortable, you can choose to have no arms and know that the chair is there. Stay in your back body and feel the bounce. And if you want, move it into whatever it looks like for you. It could be fast, it could be super slow. Couple more times. And pause. Big breath in. Big breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Okay, as we walk behind our chair, grab a hold of the back. We're going to create a 90-degree in our hips. Feet a little wider than your hips. Fingertips, don't grab the chair really tight. Just kind of let your hands be resting on the back of the chair. And then slowly roll up onto your toes, big toes and your pinky toes. Bend your knees. Take your hips further behind you and slowly lower your heels. Turn your head to the right. Turn your head to the left. Maybe even expand and rotate underneath your arms. Take your hips away from the chair. One more full body breath here. Then walking your feet close to the chair. Open, close, open, close. And we're going to swim a little bit back and forwards. Feeling those shoulder blades move and pause. Okay, if you got a strap, grab your strap. If you got a scarf, so if you're watching this at home, you'll need a scarf or a towel. So, we're gonna jump rope on. No, we're not gonna jump rope. All right, taking your strap. Now for some of us, our shoulders have mobility stuff going on. Utilize the bending of your elbows to create ability, okay? So you can, right now, we're just going to invite more openness. And as we do, so let's all start kind of here, okay? If you have a strap, you might want to hold the little metal part in your hand as well, so you don't smack yourself. Then have your hands at least shoulder or further up, like give. Then start with your elbow. Lift your elbow and go around the head. Okay? And so lift the elbow, go around. There you go. And then you can go the other direction. Now, if that is accessible to you and you want to extend the arms a little bit more, still bent in the elbows, you can then feel and open this way. But one is not better, just find your movement. Really using the bent of the elbow. You can even tuck in. Everyone's arms are going to be super different. Okay, the next would be to continue to elongate the arms more. Finding open. Rotating. You can take the scarf up over your head and pull one direction as you open one side. Ground down in your feet. Open the other side. Bring it in front as you take your hips behind you. So, many of you have bubble popped with me, right? Take your scarf or your strap and let that be your instrument to reach in, pull towards. Reach in, pull towards. Feel yourself ground down, even if you spread your legs apart, and move away or behind or down or up. You can floss behind you. Really opening up through the chest, through your back. You can notice that if your hands are faced away, there's certain ways that you can move. Hands faced forward. Kind of a give and a swing. Don't be afraid to bend those elbows to give you more mobility through your joints. Hips, neck, head. Pushing away, pulling towards your center. We'll be here about another 30 more seconds. And slowly coming back to center, placing the strap or your towel, whatever it is, down. Grounding your feet, letting your hands fall down by their side. Noticing inside of you. Noticing space in your chest, space in your ribs, filling into your heart. All right, we're gonna come and sit. Grabbing your block if you need it. Always feel free to stop and take a drink. Begin to slowly just tick-tock your head side to side. Become aware if your body wants to create that, and see if you can just invite your neck. It may not be as far as what you think or want, but just let the neck bringing that tick-tocking motion high between your ears, long spine. When you find yourself back up at neutral, turn your nose towards the left. As far as it can go, shoulders stay down. Even opening the chest a little bit. Then coming back to center. Going to the right as far as you can. Coming back to center. Dropping your chin down towards your chest. Again, body staying open and spine long. And then keeping the shoulders away from the ears, lifting the chin, but not crinking and crunching the back of your neck. So your chest is lifted, spine is long, and you're looking up. Shoulders away from your ears. Bring chin down. And up. And pause at center. Taking your thumbs and bringing them into those notches right in the back of your head. So right here. Lift the head up just a little bit so you get into that top joint. Wrap your fingers around your head and move the head with your fingers. It's really hard for the brain often to let go of the muscle action and let the fingers begin to move the head. So if you need an image, think of that bobblehead that sits on the dash of a car. So you're moving high, high up between the ears. Notice if your body's moving your head just from the top joint. Some of you may have very little movement there. It hasn't probably been released in a super long time. So it may be an inch one way, an inch the other, an inch forward. It also is a ball and socket, and so it will move circularly if you find it. So dropping now your hands down, we've created a little muscle memory. Can you move fluidly? A fun way to do it is to write your name in cursive with the tip of your nose. Feeling that fluid movement. And coming back to center. Then taking the tips of your fingers, start high up near your ear on right or left side, it doesn't really matter. And you're going to drag the fingers down the fascia, the skin of the neck. Bring it down, hold it, and then move on that joint. And you can do it several times as you hold. It's called a pin and stretch. So you're moving through the fascia, that fabric of the muscle cells. You can come down to even close to your collarbone. Moving to the other side, pin and stretch. Hold the skin down and stretch, moving. Pin and stretch. And then taking your thumbs back on either side of your spine, okay? So you'll gently just move in this area. Kneading, massaging. You might find a little knot. Moving up and down either side of the spine. You can even pull away from center and down. Flipping maybe to your fingertips now. Same kind of kneading action. So you can take your fingertips and your thumbs and begin to work through the muscles, the fascia, the skin. If you want to take one hand, working it down onto this trapezius connect, down towards your shoulder. Grabbing in that little notch right above your collarbone. You can feel the fascia in there. You can feel that tendony tissue all through that little hole right here. And you can work that tissue. And then coming onto your shoulder and just gently kneading. Go all the way down into your arm and into your fingers. Then we'll switch sides as you begin to knead this big fleshy muscle. You kind of pinch and work down towards your shoulder. And what you're noticing is the hand that's massaging is getting tired, right? So we're not only working through the fascia and the muscles on one side, we're strengthening the muscles in our hands as we get to do this. And then work down your arm, down into your hand. And as you place your hands on either side, tops of your thighs, maybe feeling that fluidity through your neck, finding your breath into your belly. Considering the invitation of being able to open as we connect and know our bodies and ourselves better. Thanks.
Thank you.
Namaste. If you have thoughts and questions,